Good morning. Guido coming at you with a Thanksgiving talk. We're a little bit late because I had to get up and prep the turkey, man. So it is Thanksgiving in the United States. I realize not everyone who watches my channel is in the U.S., but on the 25th of November we celebrate Thanksgiving, which is a day to kind of reflect and look at the things that you have in life. And it's been a wild ride for the last 2 years, but I am very thankful for this community. I am thankful for the support of the channel. I am thankful for the fact that we can all sit around. We have time, some more than others, but we can play a pixel tank game, and I can spend time studying it and looking at it and making videos, and we don't have to spend all of that free time that we have scraping by for survival. That is not something that is standard in history. As a matter of fact, we are probably in the top 0.01% of humans who ever lived in terms of quality of life and the time that we have. So I know that's laying it on maybe a little bit heavy, but it's good to once in a while step back, look at the big picture, and say, wow, even as things are a little bit wacky right now, right? So it is the 25th of November. That means that we got our well-deserved reward. So we're going to go through this. We're going to take a look at it. And as is traditional on my channel for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't really do any blowing up of things necessarily. But we will take a look at some of the things that Wargaming has done for us right here. And in terms of the well-deserved reward, which is the World of Tanks anniversary, they set it on the 25th. As I mentioned, happens to be Thanksgiving in the U.S., which is pretty cool. But for everyone else, it's just the 25th of November. But we're getting a VK2801 MIT 10.5 centimeters. So this is the screen you will see when you log in. You're going to get, well, will depend on how long you've been around. I got the 10-year reward. So I was not a beta tester. I came in right after it went live. So I've got 3,000 bonds, 1.5 million, the personal training manual, 3 of the universals, some decals, 3 days of premium. That's actually pretty cool. That means this weekend, for the next 3 days, you can play premium if you do not have a premium account. We've got 30 of these experience bonuses. This one I'm really loving, the plus 50% credits, 30 of those, and then we got 4 more things. Looks like a camo, some decals, an award, and 30 times 5s. And you get 10 tokens. Now this is the big key right here, because we're going to go to rewards here. Hopefully this all works, because I started the game and I clicked on that and off we go. Alright, so here's the rewards. I have 10, you can see up here, available tokens. Each of the things costs X amount of tokens. So we've got some 3D styles, which is pretty cool. We have some bond equipment, very nice. Unfortunately the turbo isn't there. That bums me out a little bit. When I first saw, the first article I saw said we're going to get bond equipment, but it didn't have a list. The second article showed the list. I went, okay, turbo's not on there. But some good things. I think of these, the best are going to be the optics, the loading system, the venting system, and the stabilizing. If you're an improved config kind of guy, that's pretty cool. I don't know why you would want to get a bond GLD, but if you've got a tank you use it on, then you could do that. But really, optics, rammer, stabilizer, vent system. 3D things. So we can also grab some stuff. The books, so they cost 3. All right, a Universal Soldier. They're going to cost 3, so I have 10. I can only get 3 of these guys. I'm not sure, even though it's a 0 skill, I think a Brothers in Arms 0 skill guy. Does it say? Doesn't really say. I believe it is. I don't know if that's worth the 3. Credit, okay. I don't know, once again. But monetary reserves and bonds, look at this. So we're going to do bonds. I've already kind of looked at this, and I have prioritized what I want. I believe I'm going to get all the bonds I can get. And you can only do it 3 times, and it's going to add 500 bonds to your total. So it's not showing. I have 3,000, so I'm going to go claim. Okay. Oh, wow. It doesn't look like you can. So you're going to have to do that math. Those maths are going to have to be done in your head, folks. Doesn't look like. It was pretty cool on the website. You could kind of pick what you wanted and see what the various pros and cons were. So we're just going to, unfortunately, that's not really jazzed with how that's mech'd, but we're going to do it. So I'm taking as many bonds as I can get. That's another 1,500 bonds based on the time that I have been playing. I can get 3 of those. Now it's gone. The next thing I was going to get is a piece of equipment. You see I've got 7 left, so I'm going to use 6 for a piece of equipment, and then I'm going to get 1 more monetary reserves. Although I do have 5 available, I won't have enough. I won't have enough of those bad boys there. So as I was looking at this, I think I'm going with venting system. Although the question is on the venting system, now that I think about it, you can put it in any bonus slot and you get a little bit. You don't get as much as the bounty one does, but you can get a bonus out of it. Innovative loading system. I don't know. You know, what's the deal? Now, here's a very important thing. You don't have to run out today and do this. This is through November 25th, 2022. So you could actually just sit on those coins and have a think about it. You don't have to do it today. But I just really want to. I'm going to actually table that for just a while here. And I'm going to go have a think about it because you don't have to run out and do it right now. But I think what I will do is I will grab another bunch of these. And I think you get 3 per click. And then that will leave me 6 coins to go ahead and get myself one of these. So I am going to go ahead and grab that. Let's find out what happens. We're going to claim 1 reward. Bundle contains 3 personal reserves. So there you go. We're going to add 3. There we go. Affirmative. And now I have 6 coins, as you can see up there in the top right. And again, I have till November 25th, 2022. That's next year, my friends. Next year. So you have a lot of time. Looks like that will sit there until you select. So I'm going to go have a think about which one of these things I'm going to pick. And that's how that works. Now, if we go into the garage, we can take a look at the 2801. We have gone over this tank a couple times in Coffee Talk on Sundays. At least I think it's here. Maybe it's not. Where is it? Hard to tell. Is it really a 7? No, it's a 6. That's why I don't see it. There she is. Now the thing about this is it's basically the same tank as this, the standard 2801, although it seems to have a slightly different turret right there. At least the shape of it's slightly different. Got a little extra guy on there. And it's got the derp gun. So the stats are very, very similar, but it's running around with a derp gun. If we take a look at the shells on this thing, it's doing 350 with AP, but only 64 pen. It's got a heat round with 104 pen, also relatively low at 350. And then it's got HE, average damage 410, but only a pen of 53. And just quickly along with the stats right here, it does have -10, which is nice in the gun depression. The damage we discussed, aiming time's 2.21, which is actually not bad for a derp, frankly, but the dispersion is terrible at 0.53. And I don't have any equipment or a good crew in there or anything, so it's going to come with a crew as well. 680 hit points. It is a relatively heavy tier 6 light tank, so it does ram pretty well. You could set it up for that. It's a quite competent counter scout, and if you can keep it alive to the end game, that it's going to delete near deads with the little derp gun. I remember HE's changed, so the derp guns are not as amazing as they used to be. So I hope I will eventually get into a actual review of this thing, but it's something that was taken out of the game and then put back in. Essentially, the gun was taken off of the regular 2801, the derp gun, and now they've added it back in a separate tank. Last things last. We also have, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, Legend of the Hunter. So if you go into missions into Legend of the Hunter, we have a marathon coming up. It's going to start on the 26th, which is tomorrow, Friday, and will go for 10 days. There are 10 missions right here. 240. This is all kind of set in stone now. It's the same stuff that we've seen. 240,000 experience to get the tank. Roughly 500 games if you're averaging 500 experience to account for the times where you don't get experience by having a really terribly bad game, or you don't have experience added on to your mission for commitment. Split into 2 missions again. Mission for commitment, that's just basically grinding out XP, although you have to be in the top 10 players. That's what I was mentioning just a second ago. If, say, you're 11th and you just didn't have a good game, that's going to add a game to your total. So I'm just guesstimating around 500 games if you're getting 500 experience average. Are you? Ooh, don't know. Maybe not. Sometimes I struggle to do that. Okay. The other thing is the mission for mastery, and you can go through, just click on these. It will tell you each stage what it is that you have to get. Some of them seem relatively easy. Some of them seem relatively hard. For example, 3,500 and win the battle once. Are you going to knock that out before you get 3,000 experience? Well, if you play tier 9 or 10, which is what you have to play, by the way, it's nice you can do 9. Yeah, you might knock that out before you get 3,000 total experience. Second one is top player in your team by experience 2 times before you get 5,000. Maybe. We look at the next one, earn 850 base experience 3 times before you get 9,000. I think that's definitely doable. Of course, that's going to require wins, isn't it? Even though it doesn't say that, more than likely, unless you get courageous resistance, it's probably going to require wins in there and a decent game. 15% of the total amount of damage 7 times. So you can go through all that. I'm not going to break it all down as we go. And remember, you're getting a discount. So I think for the most part, people are playing for a discount on this thing. The tank itself, the preview. All right, so here it is. You can see it's in game here. The stats that we've got, a 300 average damage, rate of fire at 6.59. Gun loading is 9 seconds. The gun loading is relatively long. All right, the DPM is okay at 19. It's around base 1800 or so, something like that. It's good, but not amazing on the DPM based on the basic stats. And minus 11 gun depression is very interesting. That it's not that much more really. Obviously, it's only one more than minus 10. I don't think it opens up that much more terrain, but you know, on that one little area where you just needed that 1 degree, it is going to make that kind of difference. Hit points are low at 1250. Hit points are low. And I didn't mention it, but this is obviously a French tier 8 medium tank. It's based on the stats and its speed, which we'll get to in just a minute. It seems like it's everything the CDC wanted to be, and it might be everything the CDC was about 7 years ago when it first came out, and the CDC opened up the speed meta. But it's fallen off because its gun's very derpy. The armor is so bad, and the power creep of everything else around it, its weaknesses have now overcome its strengths. This tank appears on paper to be very similar in terms of the CDC, but with some armor. And that's what I'm talking about right here. We've got 150 on the turret and 60 on the hull. Look how angled the hull is. So 50 doesn't seem like a lot, but it's fairly angled. Kind of big, flat lower plate there. So that's going to be easily pinned. And really, the upper plate's, air quotes, going to be easily pinned. But it has some angles, so there will be some silly bounces. And the turret's okay, it looks like, at 150. So we come down here to the speed. This is what I'm talking about. 65, guys. 65 for a tier 8 medium. That is moving out. And then reverse speed of 23. So talk about something that can poke and get out of the way. The only bummer about it is if you look at it, these center-mounted turret tanks with a lot of front end, that's a lot of front end coming around a corner right there. It's not a rear-mounted turret, which is bad enough, but the center ones, a lot of times you're not aware of how much of the front of your tank is sticking out right there. So that's the mission for the Alt Proto AP-AMX 30 out there. Legend of the Hunter. There is a follow-on, actually. I didn't show you that. If you buy the, as usual, it appears if you buy the package the first day, which would be tomorrow. It's going to take 90 years for that to load in. There's a set of second missions, and it doesn't appear that you get the special skin. It looks like you get a discount on it. Look at this. It's just struggle bussing. Can we get out of this, or have I locked up? Okay, let's go this way. Sometimes Wargaming's ways to get into things do that. So for whatever reason, it takes forever. I don't know why that one didn't work. But if we go over here to Chapter 2, which I didn't mention, there's that skin. There is a video on the webpage. It's some kind of medieval thing with tanks. I don't know. The voice acting is... Anyway, it's there. Check it out. Good effort, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people like that. For me, I'm kind of like, whatever. I watch a little bit of it. If it doesn't, and it rarely does, drag me in, then I move on. But I don't know. Check it out. It's kind of cool. Look at that, crazy. It's got a big old ballista on top. We've been talking about the giant machine guns and AAA on top of all the tanks. This one has a ballista. I don't know. Is there a 3D modeler out there just kind of chuckling because he knows it's going to trigger people to have that on there? Look at the torch, though. That's actually pretty cool. So we've got extra missions that we can do, and you can see that it's 10 days of missions. So you have to buy it on the 26th. If you're going to buy the big package, you're going to chuck the money at it, then you will open up all of the missions, and they're by day. So you're going to get extra goodies in here. If you look at it, we get the style itself is 5,000 if you just want to buy it right off the bat. You're going to get 14 days and 15 of these just to start the thing. And then you're getting all these extra goodies along here. Books, there's the discount I was talking about. Personal reserves, blah, 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 days of premium, all kinds of little goofy things in here. So really, you know, based on all the days of premium you're getting and all that, you get 14 if you if you purchase. Now, here's my question. What I don't know is this what you get for purchasing this? That is possible. That may not be just from unlocking the second chapter. Not sure, to be quite honest. So that might require a little bit more digging by you guys. Let me dig. Hold on a second. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell you because you click on that and it's not available. So be careful. I don't want to give you the wrong dope. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. This maybe seems like extra you get by buying the style rewards upon purchase, unless it means rewards upon purchase of the tank of the main package. As usual, a little bit hard to break out. As people watch this video or look at it, or if you have the good dope, put it down in the comments and let people know exactly what's going on so we don't get any nasty surprises from people. I won't even guess at what that is attached to, whether it's the style or the actual other package being bought. But I do know you have to buy it on the first day here on the 26th if you want to unlock all of the missions and get all of the goodies. And notice, so 12.5, does this, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 12.5 per thing? How long would that take? That's 25. 50. Well, that's odd. Is it only 12.5 and completing each daily mission will increase your discount? There you go. By completing 8 missions, you'll receive the style. You should read, Guido. I should read. All right, so if you do 8 of them, you can get the style for free. Yeah? Let's look at that. And additional rewards for free. There you go. So, you don't have to buy it on the first day. They've given you a couple-day grace period to sit around, look at your pocketbook, and decide. So it looks like you have to buy it by the 28th and then do the mission. And if you do 8, you get the free style and you get all of the goodies, apparently. I wonder if that means if you get the ones over here. I don't know. Why would they explain that? You know what? All right, there you go. Priceless trophy. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. One would assume that at some point CCs would make content on the Alt Proto AMX 30. Without telling you anything, one would assume, based on past practices, that there would be a review of some kind by some CCs on the Alt Proto. I don't know. It's a silly game we play. Actually, there's some people who were speeding already. If you really just have a hankering for seeing some gameplay, Dez has a video on it, which he ganked from the WG EU, I believe, stream, where they've already shown gameplay of the AMX, of the Alt Proto AMX 30. But I'm not allowed to say anything, because reasons. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyway, there you go. So if you just can't stand it and you got to see it played, check out Dez's video. If you want to see other people play it, historically, there would be information coming out in the near future. I'm just saying what has historically happened, right? Maybe not this time. Like, maybe it's not going to happen. I don't know. I love it. All right, guys, that is it, man. Thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for the support. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving if you're doing the American thing. If you're not doing the American thing, no worries. Enjoy the family. Enjoy the day. Have a good day. Can I say thank you again? I don't know. I actually have pulled the trigger and bought my new computer. So I made a goal a couple years back. For a while, I actually had it up on the stream. I had a number in mind. And a more or less computer capability I wanted. That's changed over the years because I meant to buy one about a year ago, and based on this shenanigans, just haven't got to it. But I have ordered it at this point. Now, hopefully it gets here before Christmas, but I'll show you guys the unboxing. And it is 100% bought and paid for by you guys helping me out. So now I can get some more capability. Hopefully my videos, I can work on that and get them rendered a little bit better so they're not quite as blurry. I hope the stream looks a little better based on the gameplay that I'm getting off my monitor and my computer, blah, blah, blah. So all of the money that I have raised doing this is going right back into the channel. So I very much appreciate that. I'll do an unboxing and let you guys check it out when I get it. It's pretty cool. Fairly significantly powerful rig coming my way. So I'm excited about that. Happy Turkey Day, guys. Thanks for coming by. That's all I've got. We will see ya. It's time.